if you say after 2 o'clock, Ghana for do one Nara
FM
94.7 Ekosiisen. As a Honda Ghana for a person a ho and a Ghana. And Semina a Diana Yakuma Subiano, Ubi, and a new production team led by my younger brother Dominic. Any upon phoning a Buauma with the tour. Yenia so. My main fact when I wish to Nameda multimedia, particularly Asempa FM, Adum FM, and Adum Television.
Asempa FM 94.7.
Mobuamie in the course of my campaign for the national organization. Anye yedie, but menia so papa. Senia multimedia for Mobuamia.
Yes.
And I know me about it after the elections. I think a few days to the elections. Nambiza was a pose, no. Oh yeah, no. Ekosiisen. Yes, it nambi benya 2% to 5% to 10% to the D&D. But eventually, no. Election actually bibi. Say nya pose ni nya na ebua. The rise results no the actual action e for more. Yakoye, you know. And Timami Fakunya was so all the 16 regions. I'm so grateful. I would delegate free all the 275 constituency buyer, regional executives, overseas branches, council of patrons, elders, founders. Anyone who can come so I'm humbled. Say at least I've been able to pay my dues. Say Titus Grove and Pa. Minka Senyana Nami for more. Nami Yejuma. My friend Nyakuma Menina Kasa in the early days. Bonabaso ma congratulate you, and I wish him all the best together with the rest of the national officers. Min can't say me party. Do baby and bloggers name media for Namako to stay to see no echo pensema. What just here? Minamity. Meda Casa Minia party. The Americana, Yadim Anokosi Bonina, ye Chimwa Boswa din. There is no way I can turn my back against my party. That is where I belong, and that is the party I love. And we work hard to break this eight, regardless of the PSA nominee or good to me, Belgian and Amity, no Kasa. I see come. We work hard to break this eight by the grace of Allah. Now, what can we and Mami Fakunya whistle? Naminda. The board of Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. Sabrina Nami D, Member of Parliament, Ewotema East. And President Kufa Daruma, Mame Kwama member Sumuno, as is one of his deputy ministers in transport. Na my cousin, Minu, Bakundi Abdel Rahman Glover, and a Bako Susu Eddie Robert Ni Aji Ago. The latter part of 2019. And upon me here and Wameko Ejuma. And on Biffy around 6:30. Almost say Tema traditional council actual letter. Eddie Kogapoa, Ebrana, the former Director General Paul Asarianza, Ewohono. Say your pack is Sebia, a dark Krumo. Na Yamba Boyani C Stadium and Mayeng. For 2 years, I mean nothing is happening. And almost me. Me two cousins, you organize football.
Asempa FM.
Ewo kumu Newtown. Efa homo walk blejo celebration. I'm managing football on behalf of the traditional council. So when it comes to football administration in Newtown, I'm do my tripa. Nam kwa minim say let it be sa edagapua.
Okay.
Osane tie. Osi hani. So quickly, you know how forceful I am. And me to me who see. Sabrina and Chebiana, or Mampenisisa, Minia Penning, Paul Lasariansan, and a Michael Lukuji, a buyer. Mamin Fakunya Wisu, Naminda Michael Assay, Naminda former board chairman, Peter McMinu. Just there was a time meeting, our ministry, and I'm a friend Michael Bami officer, Mr. I was a Minya Bibia, Midibetcher in 2020, Mini President Kufado. The predecessor had even done the table so. MC did 2 years. Miss Srano pa. Miss Seminya Miss Srano. When you be from mammy. On so what? and I'm share chairman Magmenu so and I'm born amani and I'm call me minister ho Mr. Siama and somebody called tune him within the shortest possible time. Within the shortest possible time, Gapua was able to raise budget, the procurement process. Me produce Miss Gapua, Miss Yomusu, and the procurement ya oko pension. Me you feed the gra. Pressure bar, pressure. And eventually, your best shortcut, you know. Okay, said 2020. I think the first or second quarter, Nancy Pelosi, the U.S. Speaker of Parliament, about Parliament. Now, me na shortcutting. One particular day, I think the Tuesday or a Wednesday, and upper 10. But you may go fear after 9, and I mean your text message. Say Speaker no, about Parliament to address us. So quickly, I have to call Temamanja. May you so rest in peace. And you may ya say, and they'll call.
When to me, the final
papa or Bashasia, you better.
And for more mutia and over Facebook live stream now, who the pitch, no, as it was commissioned yesterday.
And me friend or you know, and I'm a friend Nishipi, he's the school secretary. Said Miss Sero, me ponchopa, message a mensakan and agree. And the time na you'd be shortcut, you know, yem fan call 2 o'clock. Because by the time we buy any catesis or money speech, you leaders in because you know, now it's about 12:1 ho baby. And here from 2 o'clock. You cranny me or me. And your pumpa giddy, me brother, regional minister, and you quote Dr. Koboy, I think Patrick Boma, and some few of my colleagues at Dimechi with motorcade.
FM 94.7.
Ekokate
sword with Wembley, Nitamamanje, all days of everybody were there. Now, kakran, we share Juma Gapoa here. This is one of the biggest single project when you're here at Watama. It's over 4 million Ghana cedis. Big investment. And to me, fuck when you're so. Now, Madam, I can look at you say. Madam, board chairman Peter Magmenu, Medana sing. Madam, Temameo, Medana sing. Onene Yohani, Amashite, Medana sing. Madam, Minister for Esiama. I salute you, Nje. I salute you so much. He gave me every support. I'm pushing for Project Way. Now, as a man from Ninsi was Kayangamba. I need to say it with my chest up. With my chest up. Some family wants you more. I did and Kobibia said they see. And to me, second letter from Gapoa last week. Saying Yamia Dumenra on my official commissioning and handing over. And the Ombayene come.
And you are handy assembly, no?
Both the assembly and tradition, but the tradition cannot manage the park. Yeah. They cannot. This is a public money. So it is the sole people to manage is the assembly. And the constituted local management team, the tradition council must have a rep there to see how they can manage, because maintenance is key. Maintenance is very, very key. And the and catch the minister. Me kai say around October 2020 local election, my friend Michael and I'll share my office at Watama. Or no ni Dr. Dusey, Takwadi Kita project. Director no. Only in the buy, and I'm still say, and you make see my yena. See, and Chawal and Fahua, and you money in say. Because you think Kalano Bakwa dear grow 1 year Chaway, near year way, 1 year if a fair yenano, near Coseno. And then me catch a minister and no friend Michael, say Michael, Miss Srow. I did feel my ye, and so. Or Sromo papa, Sromo pa. Even though Gapoa approves of me ye fencing, or Sromo in Mininia, so we can fence and protect it. And yes, sir, the assets. Who's a and not can be Wembley, a coma, or share coffee color, or Dimingeno. Or Chirama, you know, more year trials, no much park, no punch granamo. Once a basketball court, lawn tennis court. Project no children playgrounds na dia that is outside the park.
In when the normal AstroTurf park.
No AstroTurf with the seating capacity. What does here? You were playground for Nkwala, you were basketball court, and you were tennis court. Long tennis court. That's nice. And it's a fence run for one. You best send in no time. And the minister can now Mike Suji say, Oh my yadi kama I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Some have really, really appreciated what I've done, and it's a mark for other people to see, because me wenu na me GNPC, 100-bed hospital no. And also your project Kesebia Mishasi. GNPC. They've also funding the 100-bed hospital. And their mommy on my first floor. Also raising certificate near Tranaka, near Traso, near Co. So these are some of the footprints in your mommy here at the time. Now the identity, Edmani Yabebi, Yajechri, Standard was so. So we are looking at the successor to see what he can also do, to complement Edma Yabe as it is. Now your trousers are not even here.
Enim. So the other bone you have basso.
Obi, my minchia, etifu, any actual for away.
Omojoso.
Minchia no monumenya kwan enchia.
Yes.
Na tisenia honorable akeken. Kakra bi na me de besos. Em peng dodo na no nanka yetai kan say wo ye MP a onye development agent. Various assemblies in Nkwahwe. But then say we say we MP now be lobby for a particular project there called area. Nti me bona baso. Na say culture of maintenance yen yare ba ko. Say betimi ahwa this ye. Na etimi several the purpose of which it has been put there. And when you ochina na de chimba kokra na say no ken. Okra na nkrofo sebi wo ye wan na mpini ade enye fe. Na ne akese wo de ka ho no wonhwe. Wo timi fence there eye. Obenya bia security bi oho.
Yeah.
Anye ye kra no betimi so aboa a generate sika kakra ama assembly no. Because team bi betimi akọ adopt as one training pitcher now so bebo one matches now.
It's nice. And most of the AstroTurfs no sitting way in way.
Yeah, okay. But a standard size.
Yes, Minister Katre, Director General said in the course of construction there are extra space more sitting account. Okay. And he
a standard size.
FIFA standard.
Okay. And then
FIFA standard.
There's a team be betting me adopt at least when you want to me did is a BBC course ide. So once I'm parliament view crana there be a Mrantina de because sitting near the Abeja Mount Prepare. Near the Abeja sit na Mount Prepare.
You want go be
crana.
The legacy back will be
remember about sitting there for more.
But only one thing I find interesting. Be punishing crew na krapim crew no. Sa AstroTurfs no monya bi wo ho.
Bakokra yenyae.
Nkro ni nyina.
Sa pepe. Bakokra. No bakokra yenyae.
We sure.
Oh, very sure.
From your friend is saying
Opa menka krapim ni nyina mbomfi breku su kop ma prayed. Ye ni bakokra.
AstroTurf na bakokra ni.
Bakokra mpio baby ai.
Eh. Ani hu.
Bakokra mpio baby ai. Nti various MPs are all no. Honorable Biamwa. What transport ministry are happening? Think at least. It's a grand so your local government minister and any deputy when you know if you grab him. Think enye ding ma so bit me lobby ma. And constituency be sana ho no. Grab him south, grab him north, the north cre. Ibenya bako bi mpo a ebeboa. Because the only football pitch or ha waiting me use for a David Dew.
Baby a for bobo no.
Yeah.
The youngsters.
Say honest see a yimo. Your friend saying, "Oh, Keto Kreku team, you Dreams FC."
Yeah, Dreams FC. Yeah. I'm saying no pet or bit me akase.
In the whole Equipe.
Yeah. There were other
decent pitch.
Yeah, I'll bit makase. And up to standard in terms of pitch in the definitely because you're bad, but sitting capacity maybe a bit tran. Mampong say or field and Kenya bad, but and also we need space. In the rubber ball now, nipa jina lord crown I think any safe. We seriously need it. Here pa to momuna dokuya popochu ebu no.
AstroTurf nibia.
Debi. Sorry about Ibia. Wouldn't party day. Obi unim dear friend party day. Obranga Tiata. Sorry. Jeff Fanchem. Sa park ni.
Enubia. And why would
You. That's the end to my friend.
In Gronk, I say, what be punishing you be any astro TV. Hey, I say more.
Everything's up, every crabs as I
me alma mater school, Jurassic Primary, Titus Glover Mini Stadium.
Anyway,
And we are committee one, but I say no green grass.
okay.
But I don't know in so tononia they didn't me a floodlights, me a sitting arena, and I'm a fencing hunina. And a year na come, but in so now and to the grass and into Nina say.
In Tiobi, the American question is me per se young MPs in a one shame bufu, and I want shame a new. Passigard, was a chakron for bufu. It won't shame a new. Say, being a be and sana, one office. I think we can.
Yeah, but I think they deserve at least one.
Because the grappling, I'm worried be a hobby, unim, whether known is any football team, you grab it, my show a bit training.
Come
to acclimatize themselves.
Is this a mum pebble?
What pepper, a lot of talents. What pepper, papa. There's a Moana. I decided a cruise
information and him said, Obi, there is one at Eburi and one ongoing at Tinkong.
Eburi na waifa. Bisa bagus Eburi na waifa. Sa de won yai. Eburi na Eburi na. Yeah, can football pitch o. Yeah, can AstroTurf nibi. Any send school bia o baby kakra o di won agori. Any send school bia obi. Eburi na wo. O me anwen ho.
Na Tinkong de na.
Tinkong na den o. Where can AstroTurf, me boy?
Yeah,
a big near crapping baby. American with all the authority that deserves. A big baby. So AstroTurf, they big baby.
Anyways,
various MPs no one can home at least. A constituency be in your back of Grana. On say, Obi, Ghana no dodo na ye per results by ye pay investment. Well, you nya grant Kakofa World Cup about all level, all competition. But facilities are you be provided me boom net media train. When I'm train because football no and then on ye ngokra na ebobium. Aye merma miawa ubiabo. Think at least you ba ko be biampa and can say we. Oko Brazil la features be bia obobole. In features be bia obobole. You can say something okay. E proposal. It is a ya nya bibisa na erosion betimi as essay parks be bring. Bon, erosion. Yen be say ye yan hwese a bit man invest into that sector no because yen nyina gitum say football de idea wo boss ya na wa kan Ghana for Spanako and I explain ti won hwese obetimi abeboa na ebetimi.
I think I've gotten confirmation. We say what an MPSA is saying is true. And okay, and this one says Obi, aside Chebi, there is no constituency in the eastern region with an AstroTurf.
It's true.
This is the reality on the ground. Even sports stadia that they promised, sports stadium that they promised to build is still in a deplorable state in the region. Dallas and Poma.
Yeah, even Kofodia.
Anyway,
Kofodia cry.
Yeah,
any sports stadium Kofodia. The whole eastern region Kofodia. Regional capital. Did that would be a just a Ukograble.
Muni Sports Stadium.
No, not one.
Na Kofodia Premier League team wo.
You know, better no go boy. Go born when or the Premier number.
Normally are qualified by
we go boy. And kind of crying.
The Muni Park be a decent be a Kofodia.
No. They did that would be. The only thing I want how to a day pass on a fence. No Russia won't say Yami Odo.
But Dallas, Chebi Diana Wokano, is it like MPB in a lobby call or an state?
Gabi Ochirago.
It's only a private investment.
Yeah, Gabi Ochirago. I don't know.
In the end, they didn't or the best aside Chebi. Say a card they are buying iron, I didn't know they are no.
One can is I was a him funny be war. He use a him funny be war. The AstroTurf, ye who be other apart from Chebi, no person canning.
Okay.
Ye whom is him ye whom be other apart from Chebi.
Obi, please, there is one AstroTurf construction at Kwabin Unim Kwabing.
Kwabing.
And
Yeah.
over here.
Kwabing.
On about Magwate's constitution.
That's only any Ekuyapem.
Debbie. Emengra.
Okay.
The boom switch.
Oseba, it has been left to rot.
Ah, well.
Even Kwabing there no. Hey. Matisse, okay, there is one ongoing at Kwewu or bombing. And no, why ne? MP na. Obi.
Why shall we be asking? Yeah, OPK has started something.
Oh, OPK.
Recently. Oh, yes, shortcutting.
Into that. Okay. Anyways, we say, Jamaluddin, pictures here, how do you be? Okay. Was send the pictures. Who's that? NYA, National Youth Authority. Baby complex.
Yeah, stadia.
Aha. All these things remove you.
Yeah, we're here.
Man, send me Musako for the or you I
What
saw it on social media. Only Koda New Gamisad.
And yes, before Keko,
I say, the claim by Dallas that the Koforidia Stadium / multi-purpose facility has been left to rot is false. The contractor is on site and the second phase is taking shape. It way Koforidia Youth Authority and Koforidia, but it's nice. So from pictures I was handed
Cover that old
stadium. No.
I don't know if it's the stadium.
It should come again. Because this week, no, weekend me who na me share news.
Yes.
Me who Befi, MP no, any pious, almost side visit.
Yes.
On this particular
on the project.
Yes,
No.
So something has been
but,
done.
Jamaluddin, is it the Koforidia Park na ye nimno? And no more yeah, now say we completely different as I said. Let us know. Nafe, you who said the new BC Akoba. It's interesting, an interesting conversation. Where's the Obi? A brick room yet to be commissioned. Okay, a brick room. Oda has an astroturf. Obi has an astroturf.
When the balcony no kasa, so kati ze mizo nyaka.
A brick
room no adi esi ho ye pinsi ho sa.
A brick room.
Yeah, we can come clinic.
Okay.
Catching the mete ho, nyam se me if you want me call wache. Onya no kan. E bi ni ho.
O se dey BBC ho, e dey ni si ho.
Com clinic.
Okay.
And no person can say brick com. Hwi ni ho sa. It's not true.
Anyways, but we say
look at the last football team. Yeah. That what you see na yeah de ko jeng and yeah.
The youngsters.
Yeah. And they will call relegation. Just yeah. And some page will be
Jackson Masendo pictures be. Matisse in Sawem so honorable and not done pray. Ye be one Sawem.
1 year old. Yeah, the papa Obi. 1 year old. Who to me Obi MPB to me be one constituency. Ebeboa because ye intime nka say ye pardon the results. Na ye investment into that. And possible.
Okay. Honorable Daniel Nikwate Titus Glover and Akofa pressure at a colleague MP3. Say it was Omonso AAB. But of course, I mean, especially so the Ekuyapem town. Enim way picture na muhu sisi ane the state of the youth resource center. And I'm told say youth resource centers no bako 10 region bia ewo bako.
Na way fan ewo.
Eno na me train information.
I say Independence Square.
That boy Independence Square. Enim so asem na.
No, say na me hu.
We say Independence Square. The Koforidia Youth Resource Center and the pictures and a good honor. And I'm told say Enra, the CEO of NYA Pius, said the honorable Titus Ekano Eko inspecte progress.
Obi wadaroma mesre honorable Pius on send me pictures. Me amekwa kore.
We no.
Me kona me ko hu se ne etia. Me ba be kan ha. So at as because I the papa otimi ya.
Okay.
Ye be bon abaso.
Okay.
Na mom ya no mo de. O ga se hwesura.
Na wash your phone.
Exactly. One here.
Obi, there is one ongoing in Upper West Achim, district capital Adaiso. A mark room by the GNPC, and it's being done through Honorable Frederick Obing Adom Big Joe ewo ade so. Obi, one of the Eastern Region teams have joined the Ghana Premier League.
Yeah.
Season.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that is true.
Oh, team ni din no.
Kotokuman
Royals.
Yeah,
Right?
Kotoku Royals.
Yeah.
Kotoku Royals.
Eh, the hobede.
Very.
No, that was decent park ana.
Near can be a near can be a
Barry ni
Barry.
Good afternoon, Obi. We have an AstroTurf in Akim Odan Zango. So that statement related to Eastern Region cannot be true.
Obi, what guys are AstroTurf you have? Dr. Bamiano D can cook answer.
Akim Odan there.
Yes. Me call hoko here, me go na hwe nkoso. Minim prempren no tie minimum prempren say wo ngati mi akoye dia. Ba bra o kan na me call na hwe nkoso. Yeah. Sem prempren no aye dia, fine.
Akim Odan Zango.
Yeah. Because o kan once 2 years ago. O kan ho asem.
Obi, good afternoon. Years ago, Koforidia had a football team called Obuotebri.
Yeah.
They had a pitch they played their home matches on. The NDC rep should tell us more. Mark in US of A. Eastern Region hasn't produced any serious football team for the past 20 years. Therefore, it's understandable that they don't have enough AstroTurfs. Fuseni Salifo Kaswa Zango, the evidence we are getting now shows enough of those AstroTurfs now ongoing across the Eastern Region. We might have to wait and see. Honorable Daniel Nikwate Titus Glover, I remember I hope you're not here on the president's decision not to embark on the reshuffle against the wishes of most Ghanaians, including on one party.
Before I attempt to respond to concern, my main take the opportunity to me appeal to Piles. The predecessor, my senior Isaac Kwame Siama,
okay,
or shares our youth sports center.
Youth centers now.
Yeah, free Abwakwa na udane wani towards before there is one on your right that has been abandoned.
Oh really?
Nothing is going on. And the mesre no say the predecessor no BBC ewo. I'm sure he might have gone round or part of the handing over notes no. Because
Ashanti region the no ko nyina
on the ni enko na onko wie no na onfa nche MP no ewo enfa mami. A quick one on the president reshuffle. Na abedani nsem bebrea and this for the omana tubing party for ni bi so ekkebi. Make I say you call Thanksgiving service or UPSA. You need be at this row. I was rather mobile reshuffle. It's quite interesting, but seriously, Mitrechia is like president. He's the coach. He's the manager of the team. Now, at every time, we manage and we share team with strength, with weaknesses. Then you apply the necessary changes as and when they happen. Na oti oni nyina no oni ndi oye enye sebi obi na obesori na wakekem ana wotietem say ka kye ni say sorry na koye reshuffle na wakoye no reshuffle. He knows the performance of all his ministers. Na me ba ni nyina na me tie okujeto ablakwa o ka say a minister like help me Senior Koku Ajima Menu that need to be censured now. The idea was na akufada ko stop work or the constituency echo prison was a den. Oh here when the Sputnik special committee of parliament, I don't see an indictment on him because the meeting say explanation of the parliamentary committee and the special committee say there was an emergency. An emergency, no procurement rules no man quine to do what he did. That he can come back and do the regularization of the procurement process. Nipe wu sabi no krase e wo say of farmer kwenso procurement oye way but we need these verses. Those days na America need you everything saying Israel one vaccine at a higher price than even America. One of the vaccines. The thing is in short supply. And so your duty is to safeguard the life of your people who are on the brink of dying. And the procurement rules say, then you can go back and do and regularize it. It's allowed. When you escape, unfortunately, the supply could not make it. One to me, now one to my Susu, Secano Susu, Uncle say, one famba. What is kind of buy? So what is a good as Okuda Black was saying? Say, Anka, even saying, Parliamentary committee, say, young committee, say, ye need. And no any change. Or no, Nani Shave. And the minute in yarding. Mina Blackwa, minute in yarding. And tis a President Kufado. Or consider and Adibakwa be power president who say, and yet there be a not Jubilee House. Offshore reports. Every minister's war, every region's war, every CEO's war, Eddie back to the chief of staff, Eddie Banenim. Or do baby another program no, be two no, Eddie Sim, Eddie Aquapro. So over that weekend, that was a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Northeast, or Upper East, or Northeast, and Ranene, or Northern region. No called Northeast. The reason why the 6 other regions were created, no, in Faso, we have brought development to the doorstep of the people. At the time now, if any saying Northeast, Asian Northern region, Eswo, Obi, Northern region, 18 constituencies as of today. Almost 7 more Northeast that were created out. Now, we for Bole, Uba Solatuna Kaba, Uba Damango, Uko Daboya Makaringo, Upa Yapes Kusugo, Uko Pembe. Palebe, if I say Salaga South, Salaga North. Now we call Pembe, Salaga South. Unse Northern region here, bre papa. And son Ubeba Pandai, Ubema Wulesi, Ubeba Bimbila, Ubeba Yendi, Ubeko Guchebu, Ubeko Karaga, Ubeba Nantong, Ubeba Myong, Ubeko Savlugu, Ubeko Kumbungu, Ubeko Tolong, Temale North, Temale Central, Nuaba Sabuba, Chiriponi, Zabzugu, Tatale, Supapa. But with the wisdom and the vision of His Excellency Akufo-Addo, and the cry of all these 6 other regions that were created, and say, we need an autonomy where we can have the full control of development. Now development is scanning here. So be no fafa. And to accord Northeast work, we see new regional capital office. Sabi sikana ye kan wasem nya, eni bi de koyoye. Or called not Western North.
Oh, yes.
Yes. And these model buildings are going all over those 6 regions that has been created.
It's the same design.
The same design.
Buildings, yeah.
The same design. And it's a way young creative and free. Once a budget in Bakuno, one center. I've been editing kakranka. But when you're chebunu, a bit call. And people are excited. Say, you're chess and region at Yamano. And the president mentioned it for pa. I said, "Na mitie no. On can say on your reshuffle da. Minya reshuffle, of course. Sitting in the Jubilee House, assessing the whole work of the ministers. Oni mo bia na juma oyo. And as and when Obesesa no, he's the captain of the ship. Obesesa mo. And he ever sre abwakwa enya wu na obeka Akufo-Addo on your reshuffle. Efedi eneta. Nyekale, okujeto nyekale. Efedin
Minisanene.
Onkana nuntum, enyo okujeto ene beka che President Akufo-Addo so nye reshuffle. And then MPSA out here. When it is time for President Akufo-Addo to do his reshuffle, he will do it. Na yenya reshuffle is better. But baby otieno ena baby mini yenya mean say yeti was to do. There's a big distinction. Baby etino ewa. And ya mo jina so the assessing the ministers yet you need access. So when him said it means to be I bonu we are Ghana sika or e bibia ranzo manasuntie with the hardcore evidence. But say munya muhabotre. Se no fatane se me ya dia mama. One of the main target of the NDC is Kenufriata. Akoye nyumamoto. crazy or Tiobeka. He has been their target. Say, Ken Enyade and Dumunse Sano. Ken Yada Munamaka Takuva the Sano. But it was your four. It's your four. Baninana miti kakra. Once a while na a farmer sum kakra. I've been busy though. But international credit agencies. But before Mamima Minya Jerry Ahmed Shaib. Maybe I know the birthday.
Yeah, the birthday.
Jerry, chocolate. Where they would drink one. Maybe I'm a fro. Where the party they are going to storm there tonight.
Asempa FM 94.7.
Na Osebunzo. You see, you are downgrading Ghana ratings to CCC plus. No government from independence up to the Fourth Republic has ever had A plus. At best, it's B plus or B minus. In those conditions, there are no hardcore global challenges that has confronted the country at the time. These are hard facts. I was saying, now, Standard & Poor's report no more year, they admitted in their report of the two countries' fights and the COVID-19. It was part of their reportage. And it's unfortunate the NDC and other creators of government are not making reference in that report. You called one lecturer.
Yes.
And Okan said the major cause of this problem is our domestic revenue generation. The major cause. Because the revenue that we generate is not able to match our expenditure.
Yes.
Asempa FM 94.7.
He's appealing to MPs. Some mumbrana mumeya astrotef nibi. Yamaya astrotef nibi. E we bring people so yamama. De papa. Okay, no say. Ye. O company say ye. Ne yara. Na wo ko ye would one na wo de ko ye.
So what do I know?
Oh, famody and ota.
No one
in confedi famody.
When go to the
Osabonso. Na wo ko ye de anu fafa. And ye. Yes, yara. And I like what the professor or the doctor or whatever, the economist, what he said. Yeah. The major challenge of this government is how to generate revenue. But in one of the synopsis, President Mama, my good brother and friend, I can say there should be a roundtable conference.
Or call for a national dialogue.
Yeah. I hate this hypocrisy.
I didn't.
I hate it. And that was who fought for a dialogue. Is it not behind their MPs and PSA when they were making all those rantings and noise? When the yield levy was coming? Were they not part of it? Members of Parliament, when you want revenue, Sikamba, common fund wenko. Na kwa ye be faswa, edi be raise revenue. Na ya chicha ne kakran ne bia ko bia pesa so.
94.7.
Speaker crack or trend akonya so a ne ye twa akonya ne free ne sabi ne toase. No fan ne tu enfan e kwa cash mu kan say.
On va ne trompem.
On va ne pim chbon. A form me da wase. These are my friends. Because say what call IMF, you must go with your own grown solution. Yeah. Because IMF prescription and you know would be called their culture and say may way. Oh sir, then there's a big brother with a cane. And you're the neighbor who show no kitabano one in some no kitabano hey uncle no they are both chikakra. You say no sir, then they are guiding you gradually, then you go through it. But when we are trying so hard, because we realize that people are not paying taxes in this country. No perceive are buying emfa mputujuma embanifie. Onfa kwan embetwa. Ena mi kwan yo, ena makwata o, ena kwagufado, ena mi kwan. Ifa no ko first Canadian free. Obi, let us be real. So Standard & Poor's Who are they? These are international agencies that rates the financial capacity and the strength of every country. Almost says here, there are certain key factors. Baku a debt of the country. How you borrow? A kwan be so na wo borrow sa borrow dey jolly dabi obobusian, thank you. Busian na wo bono kwan be so na wo tiaka. Are there challenges along the way? Have you been defaulting in the payment of these debts? You share also. You share the inflation of the country. You share the future potential of the economy of that country. You share external shocks, external factors, including wars, including pandemics. And thankfully, they mentioned the Russia-Ukraine war as part of the challenge of Ghana. They mentioned it. But the NDC are sitting on high horse. Is one of the festivals you're celebrating before Easter or after Easter, depending on the traditional calendar. Sitting on a high horse, say Ghana, I downgrade you, and they are happy. They said they've downgraded Ghana. They are excited about this. It is not because the country is in. If I'm saying, you are here. Say, say, Omane Gunenuma Sia Magana. They
are paid.
What is a Benjamin for Busuma Swa Yentua Wankada? And I say, have you ever heard 1 month, 2 months that government workers have not been paid? Not at all. We have not been performing abysmally. Nigeria, when they produce crude, they refine crude. Yes, some lie. Go to Alata today. Obi asema mika yi enukreto na mika. In oil exporting, the highest exporter of crude in Africa is Nigeria. Almost some lie. What is a salary okrumada? What is a salary to buy petrol, fuel, okrumwa? Under Professor Mills and John Mama, they line up queues to buy gas and petrol in this country. Nothing like that is happening. President Akufo-Addo Jitum said there are challenges in this country, and for that matter, on transit and began in despair. He's sojourning on. Ojitum, why Bama? Said King, I have a mandate of 4 years to rule this country. And to me, Kase, send you didn't control, and to me, in the midst of all these challenges, when he said Fitch, if anything, Research Department, Fitch Solutions, they did a study about investment in Africa. And Ghana is number 1 in West Africa, and second in Africa, beating Nigeria, Senegal, and almighty Cote d'Ivoire. Yes, they did it. Say Omana Boa and Fitch Solutions, a research firm of Fitch credit agency. Because they realize that there's a huge potential in Ghana, regardless of the challenges that we are going through as a government in the nation. Ghana is the safest to do investment in this country, beating Nigeria with all their crude resources, Cote d'Ivoire, and Senegal. So, it doesn't lie in the mouth of NDC for. And as a good say, compare Ecuador. Oh, please. You heard him? Oboletwe. Did you hear him?
Yes.
Comparing Ghana to Ecuador.
And Sri Lanka.
Please. We are struggling and working hard to get ourselves out of these things. Akufo don't know. On that. But Abasa. Na Abasa no, you cannot sit down. Now who can say the tenity me come no dia tum. We a bema and you so kuding. Say Ghana say ya or say Ghana say ya. How come Africa Exim Export and Import Bank $750 million? Sad road projects are yeko yebi wo Swami. And so program roads are una. Why can't they give us those huge money?
94.7.
$750 million. Adentina cocoa syndicated loan 1.3 billion US dollars. Say Ghana Chrome ya sika sema say ni ya pra. Why should they give us that money? Anke yakobi bianka maya mayeng. But we can see light at the end of the tunnel. We are doing everything humanly possible to make sure say we get ourselves out of these things. Now so we are timening. Now we the why you doing say we pese obo buying. In terms of how we can pay revenue, if anything, taxes, how can we develop? Abrofo na ye ko mo na so e ko di busi free hono. They generate from their own people. Obi se me bua ka kire me ni wutie fo nyina. Baby ye ko di busi na nyina no. Timemufo hono because they respect. Abai wo si wo dan wo gya asase. Na wo si dan if anything, enim piece so si na wo people no so. And then no see what people so hono. I should have say or Bushman so say then wo mambo me kro mo hono. O sidi na wie a emra no maban kwan so ngi to e won nchen.
Property rate.
Of course, it's a form of a tax. Aban enja asase no bi amano. Wanto cement amano, wanto bo amano, wanto anhwa amano, labor cost. Wan twabi bo si dani wie a. No ababa 94.7. Ini bi say wo obi adedan Maba wo me beje to wo ho obetua ara no you know who's the nobody want to pay tax in this country. A lot of people, even rich people, sometimes they run away from taxes. They always want to evade tax. And the would you say we a timemini pa I would say we a Ghana nimpa I would try to we'll get ourselves out of these things. And the kakra mechanism red is nabano and abano and transi and share we're programming one or yes some sort of fiscal consolidation, prioritizing some of the expenditure of a year, cutting about 30%. I was expenditure near or be they will take their time and make sure and measure say adia ye and no be never say ye. And that's going to help us to consolidate some of these gains I ye and the revenue I say. Some of the debate on this I'm excited of paying ye levy. Many J say me try ye levy. Esan say me try a twoke to an film with the banner. Ye boa no ye de koyem pundujuma bi e wo krobi so de mame.
Okay.
And I'm not ashamed. So omam Benin and any finance minister
Asempa FM 94.7
will be able to raise more revenue. And I'm also excited. Say exemption taxes is one of the way of trying to generate more revenue. Many so. And I thank the minority for supporting in that arrangement. Because in the 2-time Amawa parliament, we share exemptions year contractors every year jumo kromwa omo mfidi omo deba omo kai yentiato. So now we want to look at these things. And the
Okay.
so the first thing to fight some of these things is about a friend saying, then comes to the issue about
Finally.
Mate say, yes, touch all the thing. Gutafui was it what I call demonstration at the day. Na you were okay, maybe 2 million penny me wofa Dr. Binwa.
Yes.
There was a time now you had the benchmark values. When said among 50%, government wanted to take back that 50%. Now you need to give more taxes from that arrangement, and they were also not happy about it. And we can get them from here. There is no major government policy in this Fourth Republic that you can compare to Akufo-Addo when it comes to nationalization. And his drive and his vision and enthusiasm or the back in private sector.
Asempa FM
For nationalization in this country.
94.7
Because Niamna do na reye no ye din wo kromo ha mfa so ba so. Say wo ka wudi fidi ba. Wontua to wo ho. Raw materials would be able to kakra bi e wo so ye ma another tax exemption about 5-10 years. Afeko go down. Ye nye bi da. In this Fourth Republic, say when the president who has the vision. Dr. Nkuma see almost close to about 50, 60 industries. But essence yen demand shresunti. And when they brought a policy called diversity implementation. Okay. Yet so far these people. But they can sit on high horse and condemn Adonango Kufado. But he's clueless, he's visionless, he doesn't know what he's doing. If we are able to continue, so far over 106 of this private sector led, supported by government, industrialization drive, when we consume here, GIPC, Article 26, reserve businesses in the hands of Ghanaians solely. Good afwe yara. Oma share Chinese wechi. No mu do minima koji. That's what they do. That is what they do. And the Jumai,
GIPC will be session. And the act deals with sections. Article
26. I'm talking about the 26.
Article will be a constitution. Constitution are what articles. In the Act of Parliament.
Section 26 of the GIPC Act. No? Section 26.
Yes.
About reservation of certain businesses to be done solely by Ghanaians.
Okay.
And JV's joint ventures, your partner, or Chinese, Indian, Ghana, now, or no, we did now, when they are repatriating all these monies away, there's going to be a pressure on the city and the dollar.
Mate, honorable. Mamintie and MPC, I'll come back to you. Na so but we say good evening, senior. Koforidia has seen its fair share of development when it comes to sport in this country. The construction of 2 astroturfs within the constituency, one being the Methodist School, Betom, by the Honorable Deputy Minister of Trade and MP for New Joabin South constituency, Michael Ochrebefi. Another one being built at the Sarkodie School Park at Insukwao by the GNPC, 60% done. The Koforidia Sports Stadium is about 90% done, and it's part of the youth resource centers being built by the government. We are grateful to the NPP government and the MP. Dachihine Eugene Nanayao Brimpong, Communications Director, New Joabin South constituency of the NPP. We say, good evening, OB. I am actually astonished at the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, on his recent comment about the reshuffling of his non-performing ministers. When did it become a crime to reshuffle? Why was he reshuffled from Attorney General to the Foreign Affairs Ministry under President Kufuor? Please tell Titus that the dollar is past 9 cities, and the good people of Tema will not play on his astroturf on their empty stomachs. Tradels. Good evening. Glorious birthday to Comrade Yao Atefua Enchi, Branch Chairman Kede Adompo of the NDC and Head of Serial Callers, Kade Constituency. May the Lord bless you with wisdom, good health, long life, and abundant grace. Godfred Bonsu, Ewo Kade Constituency. Where's a good evening, bro? Obi, tell Titus he is doing very well with his Equiapim tree. Excellent submissions. Kofi Chum Boafo and on the way Abraham Kofi. Good evening to you. I hope you're doing well. Wait, so Obi, please let me apologize to Enim PSA. Yes, there is no AstroTurf at Ebri.com, rather a polyclinic yet to be commissioned. Sincere apologies. Thank you. And confirmation there, Enim PSA.
That's it.
Yes.
Kakra. Unse Obi can say Odan. Zongo AstroTurf.
Yeah.
Me can't say make cross check because at the time I'm going to know
yeah.
But many confirmations so I read it out.
Yeah.
Okay. I give it to you.
Okay.
And also my train me kind of
okay.
Even man campus say e wo hwa then me can say I'll confirm it. Me train say honorable Titus so be send the location na me meti me akwa na. Next week me ba meeting about Africa. So nim say onim ni amete me ko na ni ho me ba beka. Enti o ma maintain. Obi President Kufuor
Sempa FM 94.7.
Nipa bi ke say. It's so your reshuffle me boy. Na osusu say e NDC fo. O kan za
also NDC for one person would destabilize na ban and nkofo bi nso a enni adwuma o mo pay adwuma.
The NDC for ye dey no be destabilizing the government and I say you can say orange shuffle. I don't it's here dem then orange shuffle and say we destabilizing the government na. Mentias you or the kusi den so. If you say binum nso a wonni adwuma no. E ho dey meja atom. Say binum a wonni adwuma including on Nankasa ne serial callers ne foot soldiers or from the Alpha. One crown one do about public. We have press conference. Can I say it's a sad bang or a reshuffle? I don't know 2 weeks ago. So on Yankasa no see say Obama Melbourne nyuma now about be create unemployment be brave be yibi me fi bank mu when more financial institutions akwa tenefi no wo susu sa ban ne nkoyi no wo timi complain dia on Yankasa ni jejeje say na ho say ni babun bi ti fie no wonya adwuma nye under his administration na ho ade enti sabio so wakasa ban niema nkoyi enti yansesan wo aban mu a to no for say won kon anu to wonya won asem nya na asem a ono ani jejereje bo obi e be fansem no mako reshuffle menye ni say aban bi ye reshuffle a na che say nipa na was reshuffle na wasesa won no na won perform so ni nsa minim president TSFI was hard no because ye kai say president Kufu Abreso sa bre no mu no oye reshuffle bi and they move honorable Safomafu from finance ministry. I don't call youth and sports.
Yes.
As at that time,
education.
Yeah. As at that time, now he has been adjourned the best finance minister in Africa.
Yeah.
It is always so be a and says be unipa no perform. Unless say be a president for the person train say on entiase for memu hu no. Different from near young you because a never be break or so and can say some poor mobi no can just say be an amity TB I mean person me say wa mortgage portfolio no into be a baby or ten what to yaka into any dia Santesa and can you from share what this call noble call say because some one wa bre what be say road minister say who say we tua pia wa no ache amo nyina akono so menka eyi kire say wa perform na on perform ye but akwa huru hie nti na me guess what I say
yes
or brave or the bravado into the ne koshe interior and that defense obet ma boduma na national security obet ma boduma pa and just say be obebi o won e bia onye adwuma wo hoye what now for almost 6 years into Amraye, there be a road minister, and just on near Jumayo, and I make what I say.
Yes.
But at least, man, no sooner respect, man, no make a crack. A beer, up change you be based on Nipano, not because of the competence, but next style. So what I say, a be a son of a best community comedy, you'll be by Beshon, why and say, as a mason so can acquire Biwa, because a be a bread to be honest with you. Ministers need to want bread on any crowd how. Because she know actually say minister be say minister of health omreye nani how wa bre papa if you see adwuma ma bang ne in opposition I think say president for time grow opposition na me boa
oh yeah he was at the time deputy finance
you see it is any pano sabi o adwuma hia no wa yenya bi zumfi ba bi mfufuma meka ho Ghana ni gu a yenya ye ombio. It is here can say be I say mercy I heard it say so yina for ikosha ha e no nkyira hwe because me papa mu ni nyina yeka papa so all pa homa so enye na ndom de unti o na ne yedi nti ba obi me je dey say president Kufuor can assassin because ehin egbo na niu ehin egbo ba ferry anti sanka no koken ko kan dey SMP rating aba extra performance.
Asempa FM 94.
It's about the fourth rating agency on about Bontambe Kasaba Ghana. Meba. I want you now rating me a negative from Bloomberg to Fates to Hifa. I be see SMP. Enti no can send me minimum or can ampa there. So amount for catchers and name ministers no perform pa. Did he say that?
Or say according to in his view, his ministers have performed outstandingly well.
Senya Ghana Mran can see a reshuffle na Ekofado.
Aden.
Wa bre. Unya de jokra mfe ejuma na ye de ahye nsan. Onhwe so ye. Kon yo kan yo obi.
Say the ministers say bo won ho moden e ma ne nka.
Na mpacho me ye de marking scheme to enim. Say mark you be Minim say basa beti menya pass mark wo.
The ministers.
I'm telling you. Minister of Transport. Eduma Benwaye so far. No, tell me. Wakra bus and now why then Eduma Waye so far.
And now only Hana title say born about say Olidi Momuko be AstroTurf Nenray.
Oh, okay.
Through ne way with Kapoha and Munya na okay want.
Okay, you know. Tema Western going to no buy. Tema East, the Jumana Mano for all these years because Tema East. I could be AstroTurf. Is that not a place of Germana?
That's under him, buses about Metro Mass, and I went.
Buses about Metro Mass. Copy say, even transport fare could have went to me. And you say, my mom for between second and Nadianza. Oh, be a bread.
FM.
Now, railway minister also had then why?
Oh,
I'll buy any achievements and come back with them in
railway.
You why then?
Also,
Sky train and Namsro, me boy. Apart from say last 2 weeks, Kantamam to Tamaban train.
Yeah.
A train I started here, Juma. It did really about 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Monkofa MPP manifesto no. Na monfa metro na monmu page by page. Na monhwe say minister Ben na pay dia manifesto wetin a perform accurately. But I want our manifesto and you'll be another man one was from 2020 up to this day. Near Bayani. Ain't he a Febako Abesenko and Ameboa? Ain't one chance and no one him. No one say one perform and now say 1 year free. Near Nancy catcher. Then, but what the for ministry by ministry, sector by sector. Na question one. Okonia, when they show me some boys are the cabinet, then my phone, where you and then also, and I'm on by the two. And none go bet me who say, walk on any man, walk on it. I say, Bisonable. Walk on it.
President said the performance has been outstanding.
Know what the president is saying, how you feel, how you as a citizen of Ghana feels. I go, man. What then? Obi. Inflation. The last time. Over 20 years inflation. Maybe I'm bringing over 30%. Ghana currency has become the second worst performing currency. And that, what's the South CD? CD. 100 Ghana cedis. And I'm 10 cedis to buy $1 at the black market. $. Yeah, the Ghana 10 cedis. And that's $1. Aden.
Now I will call black market. I won't call.
Menyanka free good teddy bi na bizan say woka wenye bia na.
Unko banks
Me say me de me nkra hwe me nkosesen bi ye. Na mo free good ta member bi say so pay even $1,000 kra no ko bank bia na nsa be kan na. That is the situation on the ground. Now obi da anwa abeng na osadim. Say na won downgrade Ghana credit rating. Yentimi ntua yenka.
FM 94.
Revenue are you projecting for first quarter of 2022? So gani na. Yeah, say you bet me you benya 14.6 billion. That was young projection me boa. 14.6 billion no. Yeah, the more 13.9 billion and the best service and debt obligations. Ana me boa. Yenya 12.8 billion. Nti bosia ya pe ehun kran fam tumutu ya kra no yen sika nso ndese ya kope bosia ne nso enyame ama eyensu ase bompa na to fisuransa no ba ye ya na because somebody's in charge of that. And I'm a confessor onye na akatua ba abusuma bi sa kwa nan ni ana na juma ben no waye. And the president say or you're comfortable with this or appreciate near kosi na ni je ho. Hey, na da sam near to ya obi. Correct. The best performing currency in the whole wide world. Russia rupee, and I'm rebels amabwa and no ne perform pa despite sanctions ahuru a won asua guons because won invade Ukraine. Na Ukraine for nankasa obi wonidi and na cement bag back what on he me crowd nka menti bi da so what the diesel 1 gallon esi ho a na botumi ye dinchen cement 1 bag diesel 1 gallon boy ye dinchen cement 1 bag obi what they compare value mfaso de esi efisa de ma bi enu mo ba ayampa ne nyina hia ni nyina hia ba nia esese ema obi abrabo mo sesa prekope cement 1 bag no and a diesel 1 bag sorry 1 gallon no nga wo ye mfumfu na wo use fuel e de friend den spray one no bai wo betimi akwa aba apopofo obi premix fuel e won sam today obi sana Ghana ya tini o prempren dokuno what on na he gobe what on na he garini beans what on na he banjimbore mini amedase banjimbore one canon can new person nyambore kakra na dia France obi baby aye way nya ho ade ne mo yakacho so ebi mu kon mu aye mero ebi abre enti papa yi president go 40 ye na nkyere se nipa no mo ne ho modern but of course so as I say ebi kra wa perform wa haye pa me for say aha no weak hands bi ho nti bi konako strengthen ho eno so kan obi ana me wa it in kana bone ben na wo
4.7
but the president has lost touch with the people. Well, lose touch. Minim ne motivation now. Ebia bibi fufuro ho no ofo se ohun da bia na anije. Ebia sabia asem ko otelan cruise nim na na akon ni si bakum na esanso a eno ma ne ho ton na anije. Nti to no bibia ye okay. Sante sanka mi hu ne se otimi kapa kire Ghana for say me aban no young performance is any with this record obi enye magana baby ayewo prempren yan haw nyina ne se ya bobosia ma bosia na broso ye nyeska mfentua rating agency no brofo wo chiro nyina ne wo bono power ase anen into investor bia ukwa invest wo Ghana economy no ma you do it at your own risk yes anete ne what can any and you see you don't have to underrate them because investor BF ya bonten ba be investing in Ghana obi or consider sa rating agencies one report how the baba bonten because on cartoonists can go keke niema hro biesa and na ban akekan boma or they say Ghana economy baako ya bosiabo bebreba yabo ne yentimi ntua nti ye ho nya kono so ye kwa bosiabo ebenya biom ma kire first quarter sika senke yenya yem projection ne ye nyan ene ne yebesen hia ka ho through bosia anse atimi service yen debt ne ka ho biom ne se prempren economy no ye Jeff Ghana for dodo nansem nti adan ye foreign driven one investors are Ghana mobile telephone mo ahena Ghana for there one repatriate one process anamebwa niema ewo Ghana banking institutions mo ahena Ghana for there dudu na ya bank there one year demand pen faso one yan faso what the citizens make go kroma na one convert it into dollars enti niamo kan ma yeti as demand and supply situation no prempren ye ni dollar bia go be bibium aye betim dia so bia dia no na ka bia mayen
Asempa FM
just say ni aminim aban anamontu otu wo saade ho apart from something near to IMF so aminim how soon they are coming minim that wo beba na se wonya ma ya fi sa break upem say wo beba no obi dan ahokeka na Ghana ye keka ana bodo keka di ati abre because of course nje buy your friend then pay the as buy and what they buy how many months ni enko be 2 months here and I dan na fi mo buy into I dan na fi kwa IMF meaning say na okay no mo dey abade da sa prescription mo dey buy amfa anya adwuma mo de levy catch us mania niama bebre ho ese mo ye fa o man yan resources ho mo betimi aye without even mo de mo ho beto levy so mo so da bia na papa eno na be amayen na ye catch us a fork and spoon situation. What the atre kwankra no edidi a untu tax meboa what the atre na one sat ya na mo friend fork no edidi a ubetua muni na ka be isu because a window manya momo a until me bi me koya na be ye bomb kokko ye bomb kokko na mo sisa Ghana sika nyina se mo koya sensitization na mo sanko blows kan nyina say no kwa anke numpo betimi afidi school fu a okom don a wo schools physical bebreba mo di chin across the country na mo kodada mo konunum ho na mo serewe thinking say mo attitude mo wie obi abano we lose touch
okay
ni refi no ohun baby a obeso na ede ahu go kakra abraham mami wie men komodi afei niema ye krafi amanone se na no na bo beso okay menene ya adwen pa ne yanuanam MP before da bia ye ko ngasama aya na mo nte ngase nso ntrofo me bompa se mo bewie MDC communicators accept prekope se yanuanum enya ne awoka wonfa ano anumudwa emuman wo de nyansa adwen na ebuman wo man with rhetorics ano keke kasa dabi the solution to sasem na wo kan say how wo say ye kra wiase bibia no e bi ni say John Mahama esi commander sugar factory esi wo meboa enti keba beboa na atso sikra ye kra fi amano ne ba aye de hard currency e de pressure be to cedi no so against the dollar mobile no mfia sia na ebe yi na mo catch the Ghana for real host
Asempa FM
ne say John Mahama nni ahwere nti factory and say ye adwuma ye ntwa na John Mahama ba 2024 wa bedu ahwere se say na wo catch India ahwere so me say say anya ye kura e de abosom asia 6 months and macho ana meboa nti 6 years ye benya how many 6 months wom bobo na minti 12 different 6 months na wom think ye twa hwere say 10 acres kura ye twa times 12 an kan ye kura no eye ade ba ko a say wo de obo ba ko komunuma bien e be create employment amas one was high enclave ho no na aboa import substitution ama sebe ya a secrecy ka bi de be kura no e be tew so sa na nka wo bu manyini me diska ko hye omuduam enti me bomoding say ye be boa ye ho me diska ko hye poultry farm mu broiler project enya no wode wanga no me say nyansan obi nyansan wode buman nya kasa ayare ho baby abedu no ankanse se edu ha because baby president Mahama jaw Ghana no senka ya nya na manyosem aye betra bontin blame John Mahama for 4 solid years ye ba be wie 4 years na COVID by na I started blame COVID sa and so me check wa ha no obi COVID nkontabu a finance minister be bu kire na no obebu less than 50% of our total money. I realize it. 50%, that's less than 50%. Niaka yebisa no so or the support to budget. Na obi enya seda na ese da COVID. Enya abofra be ne ya wonu na to COVID. Because abeboa me enya sika kakra e dia support and budget. But for that thing we will not get that money. Enti COVID then how na the break Ghana. Because through COVID no enya sika e de bia ye COVID related expenses ana ni asang de bia ko support to budget mana ye. Enti nka sabi se wanya bibia ma ya wasia wo sang bonu kron wunni na ya wo sang say anything mo COVID din pa because e boa Ghana e be boa ma ban
enim
na no me hwe mpacho me hwe kra prekope wada roma wo de minim se wo modern because obehu Russian embassy one tweet bi na wo de ba bonten
yeah
me just wo hu chat no me kra wa ha
agric imports na
me wa adadi pefe se niama ye de ho to so se eno na esesan ke krafi Russia na eno ne yensan kanti ama Ghana economy na gijan obi wo ke ka bomu a eye peanut nkati dua be ye bi sendipe intinka enya no kwada say Russia Ukraine me can be yes say sanka ban je tum say ni tin na ya o ah nti ye numa tipaye dura so ati ase anka ye benya solution ntem e de ho e de eni da so ba because what me hu say ye diagnosis no ye hu say eyi na ye problem e ye me na man to ne maye so fi sa break on me ba be fi asa to ne maye na edu say nya wo nti say obi ani tie ne ya no ko ya mpompo aduru asra ne nankro onim ne nankroma kotodwe na eno ho beto da. So assistance now, me de na me nim ni say ready. There is absolutely nothing on site.
Bernard,
baby I'm meeting.
Any MPSC any attending. Ekosiisen na high Asempa FM meeting your sabons to Bernard and MPSC wa Honorable Daniel ni kwate Titus Glover.